Hi, today I want to talk to you about some things that I'm learning about the coronavirus. Just a few minutes ago on the news for my county, it says that my county district school will be closing the school, and the school will not reopen until April the 15th. Well, that's the news of today, because actually they may decide to close it even longer than that. Because originally last week, I think they were saying that the school would close until 1 week after spring break, which would have allowed the children to go back sooner than April the 15th. But just earlier today, they're saying now that they will be closing the school district until April 15th, which is really interesting because I have a 7-year-old daughter, and I've always dreamed about homeschooling her and having her be homeschooled, which is like a great, great, great desire of mine to do that, have that happen. But for whatever reasons, I've been putting roadblocks in my way. I can't do it because of this, and I can't do it because of that, and I can't do it because of this, and I can't do it because of that, and I can't do it because of this, and I can't do it because of that. Groundhog Day. Just feeding myself the same excuses over and over and over. And so I'm realizing that here comes the coronavirus, and the coronavirus made that decision for me. You have to homeschool your child. Easy as that. You have to homeschool your child. So even though I probably still have those same excuses, I have to do it anyways. So I'm just realizing how I had the power all along to make that decision. I had the abilities and everything that I needed to make the decision to homeschool my daughter, but it is taking a contagious disease to make that decision for me. So I didn't make the decision on my own terms. The decision was forced upon me because when I had the power to make the decision, I gave my power away. I put it off. I put all kinds of excuses in my way. I listened to all my own excuses. I put roadblocks in my way, and I did not implement a desire that was in my heart for so long. How could I possibly do that? So, to myself. So, I just want you to know that you just want you to know, I guess I should say that I just want to have us think about the idea that before someone else has to make the decision for you, it would be best if you make the decision for yourself on your own terms. As a grant writer, right, working with clients over the years, I will hear people say, well, they can't apply for grants because they don't have any money, they don't have any staff, they don't have this, they don't have that, but they have a lot of deep desires to implement a project, to expand a project, to start a program, to implement a program, but they listen to their own excuses and they don't do anything. They listen to their own limitations and they don't do anything. They see the roadblocks in their way and they don't do anything. When really those are false roadblocks and false beliefs, because the truth of the matter is, when you have to do something, you just do it. So now that I have to homeschool my daughter, I just have to do it. Where did all my excuses go? Now I'm forced to do it because there is no other option, there is no other alternative. And I want to say that big dreams are for big actions, big activity. If you have a great desire in your heart to start a program, to get a project funded, to do something big, now we're having a lot of affordable housing shortage in the nation. Well, we have a lot of other big issues, but prior to prior to the coronavirus, the affordable housing shortage was one of the main issues, and a lot of times people who have the power to go after affordable housing options and bring those options to market, they put roadblocks in their way. Oh, I can't apply for this grant. Oh, I can't secure this loan from the bank. Oh, I can't do this. I don't have a builder. I don't have an architect. I don't have schematics. I don't have a property manager. I don't have this. I don't have that. And all these things are just a phone call away, just a Google search away. But in the person's mind, they just want to have those things be roadblocks. Just like I with my daughter and the homeschooling, for whatever reason, I just felt like it was something that I couldn't do when I could have done it all along. Could have done it all along, because now I'm being forced to do it, and I'm doing it, and I'm doing it just fine, and I'm liking it just like I thought I would. But I chose to put roadblocks in my way. So the coronavirus is really just awakening me to the fact that no more excuses. Be done with these excuses, because now that we're here on planet Earth, and we're walking around with these deep seated desires and need to do things. We see the need that is in the world, that is in our community. We know that we have a desire to provide a solution to that need. And if the desire is in us, we need to find a way to realize that desire, to make a difference for our lives and our communities and the world. It is upon us to make that change. It's not someone else's responsibility to do so. It's not someone else's responsibility to do so at all. It is ours. That's why that desire is in us. So, no more excuses, no more excuses. Because when you're forced to do something, you realize all of a sudden that you have the resources, and you realize that you actually have what it takes to make it happen. So the coronavirus is awakening me to just how much we have to start putting into effect the things that we want to do. No more excuses. You have to do it, because it's going to come and take something like a contagious disease to force us to start doing the things that we should have been doing this whole time. It doesn't need to get to that point. We don't need to have it be forced upon us. We can do it with more ease, with more joy, with more willingness, when the desire is already placed in our mind and our heart to do the things that we need to do to change our lives, to make it better, more fulfilling, more joyful. We can just do it on our own terms. Don't have it be forced upon us. So I just wanted to share that with you and have you consider some of the things that you have always wanted to do. We have to start doing those things and not leaving it up to circumstance now forcing it upon us, or circumstance taking the opportunity away from us to even do it anymore. So I just wanted to share that with you. We're still going through the coronavirus scare, and I just want you to know that you must be safe. You must keep your family safe. You must keep your neighbors safe and your community safe. So be safe during this coronavirus scare that we're having.